This Mules Football video update brought to you by the Missouri National Guard. For more information, contact Sergeant Jerry Shreve.
Hard to believe, but it's time to wrap up the 2015 regular season for Mules Football. 8-2 UCM is on the road today to face 7-3 Fort Hays State. Both teams are still fighting for a possible spot in the postseason. Now, I got to tell you, it's really sunny and very windy out here in Hays, Kansas today. We're going to have to see how that affects the game.
Weather shouldn't be much of a problem for the Tigers. Hays has the MIAA's top rushing offense and leading rusher. But on the home team's first drive of the game, UCM's Jason Venskis brings down quarterback Travion Albert, big sack and loss of 7 yards. Mules looking pretty good on their first drive. They do lead the MIAA in total offense. QB Garrett Fugate connects with Clayton Cooper on first down to get another first down. Then it's a 20-yard pass to Andrew Baker to get inside the 50. A few plays later, it's fourth down and just 1 yard to go from the 17-yard line, but Fugate coughs up the ball. Fumble recovered by Fort Hays. Next drive stalls out for both teams, but then toward the end of the first quarter, the Tigers get on the board. Albert to Derek Kendall Campbell, a quick little 23-yard route, and Fort Hays is in the end zone. Tigers take a 7-0 lead. About halfway through the second quarter, Fugate throws an interception, and on the very next play, Hays scores again. This time, Albert hits Garrett Hull. 44 yards later, it's another score for the Tigers, Fort Hays leading 14-0. The Mules have an answer with about 3 minutes left in the half. First, it's Fugate to Baker again, 14-yard gain. A few plays later, Fugate to Jalen Zachary. Zachary just beats the defender, catches the scoring pass, touchdown Mules. It's a one-score game. UCM trails 14-7. That's the score at halftime too, but Fort Hays uses its first possession of the third quarter. The MIAA's leading rusher, Shaquille Cooper, gains 22 yards here, gets his team down to the 12-yard line. Albert finishes it off from the 1, Tigers leading 21-7 now. Next possession for the home team looks similar. Albert to Kendall Campbell for a 20-yard gain into the red zone. Albert is in for another touchdown on third down a few plays later. Fort Hays up 28-7 just halfway through the third quarter. Starting off the fourth quarter, the Mules force a fumble and recover. Then it takes just one play for Fugate to find Kyle Eccles. 13-yard score in the corner of the end zone. UCM trails 28-14. But the Mules just can't put any more points up on the board. Central Missouri falls to Fort Hays State 28-14.
We just couldn't get much going offensively, just on a consistent basis. And the longer you leave those two athletes on the field, more risk you run in terms of them getting you on a big play, and they did that a couple times. And I thought overall our defense played well enough for us to win. We just gave them too many opportunities on offense, too many turnovers, highly uncharacteristic of our team. We've had a tremendous turnover margin all year, so it's very disappointing. I know we got a bunch of disappointed kids in there, and this is not how they wanted to go out.
Fugate went 20 of 34 for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he threw 3 interceptions and was sacked 5 times. Being a running team, Hays QB Albert finished 6 of 15, but for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. The Tigers' Cooper rushed for 158 yards, and Hays totaled 326 yards on the ground. UCM had just 75. Austin Miller and Alex Lackey led the Mules defense with 16 and 13 tackles. Central Missouri football finishes the 2015 season with an 8-3 record. Reporting in Hays, Kansas, I'm Katie Smith for UCMathletics.com.
This Mules Football video update brought to you by the Missouri National Guard. For more information, contact Sergeant Jerry Shreve.